Officer Chambers from STARS Bravo team. Please identify yourself. Is someone there?
This is Dr. Marcus. Please be silent as we reflect upon our company motto. Obedience breeds discipline. Discipline breeds unity. Unity breeds power.
Now this is more like it.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Lord Aaron of the Aaron Gaming Network, and welcome back to the celebration of Resident Evil with Resident Evil 0. This episode kicked my ass, I'm warning you guys now. A lot of bad things happened. Now some of you are wondering, Aaron, how can you possibly know what's going to happen if you're playing it? Well, a couple of episodes ago, when I was fighting the giant bat, I discovered that I do better in video games when I'm not talking while I played them. So what I've done is, I played the game with no commentary, and now I'm talking over my video as I watch it, and I'm just going to explain what was going on during this process. I know this is very different from how I was doing it before, but this is better for me. But this episode was still a monumental disaster. And I'm stepping on the leeches because I love the comforting sound of those things dying. But anyway, I'm going to walk you through this hellhole of an episode. So sit back and relax, because we got 30 minutes, 13 seconds to kill here. There are enemies in this game called lurkers, and one of them ate Billy. I left it in. I didn't edit it out because... well, more on that when we get to it. But right now, the goal is to get to the final boss. We have to do a very simple... this segment isn't even hard. But we have to fight the tyrant again, and he whoops my ass a lot. There's going to be a lot of strange editing cuts in this particular episode, even worse than the ones before this one, and I make several mistakes. I got lost a lot. I'm trying to use a strategy called wall blocking, which basically stops zombies from entering an area where they can't go, or it basically makes it so that they can't attack you because they can't get on the elevator to bite at you. But at this point here, I was lost. I could not remember where to go, and Rebecca and Billy kept getting separated, and here I am trying to figure out why Rebecca's not with me, and I forgot that she needs to be on the elevator, and it's a miracle she did not get attacked. And at this point in the game, I had already died about 4 times to the tyrant. I was exhausted. It was about 5 in the morning, and I wanted to get this done because the Resident Evil 2 remake is days away, and I really want to get this over with. So I was lost. I was disoriented here, and now we're going to fight the big bad tyrant. The strategy for the tyrant is to stun lock him with the shotgun while Rebecca unloads her magnum, but the AI in this game is stupid, and at times she would not do it. Like, she really wouldn't. So see, you stagger it with the shotgun, but as you can see, Rebecca is not shooting. She is supposed to be shooting the tyrant, resulting in an unnecessary slap. If she had been shooting the tyrant like she was supposed to be doing, he would have not been able to damage us, but unfortunately, Rebecca is a dumb piece of shit, and she didn't shoot her magnum, resulting in this hit here. Totally unnecessary. Did not have to happen. And he get us again. And now she decides to shoot him, finally, killing him. Why Rebecca was not shooting in the first place is unknown, but this game is a piece of shit. It's one of the worst games I've ever played. This was a horrible playthrough, and I'm sorry guys, I know people don't like when people complain. I hate Resident Evil 0, but I declare for 2019 that I will become a better gamer and beat these games that have plagued my life for so long on their hardest difficulties, and I'm going to do it. So we finally kill the tyrant, and I do a bitch strat here, and I save my game because, and I'm glad I did, because I ended up dying a lot after this, and I did not want to fight that bastard again. I had 2 magnum rounds, and you're going to see in this episode that some of the items shift around and things because I died. Like, for instance, Rebecca wasted a magnum bullet on a zombie by accident, and I was down to 1 magnum bullet, but in a strange twist of luck, I ended up dying, but the tyrant fight, this one, went so much better than the previous one where she wasted the magnum bullet. I can't remember what is exactly shown this episode. I edited it together, but I haven't really looked at it yet. And my phone just scared the shit out of me. This was a very intense episode. I was legitimately scared, but not because the game is scary. I was just scared that I would die cheaply. Especially coming this far in this LP, I never thought in a million years that I would beat this on hard mode. So I was very proud of myself, but this game is making sure I work for it. And the lurkers, which are frog-like creatures, have an instant kill attack. I was actually able to glitch the game a bit because Billy got snagged by it, but I got Rebecca out, and he ended up not dying, which was pretty cool. Now there's going to be an edit cut here. I saved the game here and I had to take a break, and now as you can see, I kind of fast forwarded a little bit here to this bridge. Sorry about the horrible editing here, but I was very disoriented and very pissed off at this game, and I just wanted it to end. So anyway, we're going to go right down this elevator here, and I ended up having to do this a lot. I edited a lot of deaths out in this playthrough. And right now I'm looking for the motherboard. I can't remember if I got lost here. I tried to edit out all me wandering around aimlessly, confused and pissed. I should have used a guide, but oh well. Now we're going to get Rebecca up here. I think I leave Billy down here. I recorded this a little while ago, but I can't remember everything.
Okay.
And I'm not going to do all my videos with this voiceover. I only did it for this game specifically because I needed to concentrate. But most games I will commentate as I play rather than this, because as much as I think it's better, I don't really like it because my best zingers always show up when I'm playing live. And but be glad that I just grabbed the motherboard there too, and I'm just looking around for any items. But be glad that the original, like, I wasn't commentating while I was playing this game, because I swore a lot, I screamed a lot, and more on that later. But right now, and you guys didn't see it, but that tyrant killed me 4 times before I beat it. Obviously I edited that out, so you don't see it, but I was pretty pissed at this point in the game. And if I had been commentating like normal, believe me, I would have, it would have been mostly F-bombs. I was swearing up and down, and I screamed so loud that I'm pretty sure my neighbors thought I was being raped in here or something. I haven't raged at a game this much in a while. And I accidentally went out this door. I was not supposed to go out this door. I was lost, confused, and just exhausted. And this game just wore me out. I felt like Rebecca and Billy and I were in this game together. I mean, I was physically exhausted and tired. Just so sick of this fucking game, and I can't wait to get done with Leech mode and Wesker mode. I am never touching this game again. I hate this game. Anyway, I don't know what I was doing here. Oh, I don't think Billy followed me because I kept forgetting that he has to be on the elevator with you, and I'm pretty sure I was swearing. Like I said before, you guys, I edited a lot of stuff out. Like, I was so stressed out. I don't think I've been this stressed out playing the game since Zombier, which is also a piece of shit, but I would rather play this than Zombier, though, because that game is just awful. And I'm trying to use a strategy here where, see, now this is what I was talking about earlier, and oh, there it is right there. See, Rebecca used a Magnum round. I didn't remember if I had caught that, and that was completely by accident, but I was so tired and disoriented I forgot to turn her attack off, and I was very upset, but I didn't care at this point. I was tired of restarting. I had probably restarted this about 10 times because I'm trying to conserve ammo for the final boss, because the final boss is a bitch. And I'm saving my handgun ammo for that boss for the first half. A strategy that I did not come up with. Several YouTubers. I did look up a little bit of a guide here for any hints. I used Billy to grab the shotgun ammo here. And I was supposed to use Rebecca to do this, not Billy. He's just supposed to grab the ammo and the file. But like I said, tired, disoriented, fatigued, and just ready for this fucking nightmare to end. But those zombies there are very easy to avoid as long as you use the elevator technique. If you stay in the elevator, they can't grab you, then you can easily maneuver. We put the motherboard in, and that activates the gondola, but only Rebecca can fit in the gondola. Billy's too big, so you're really supposed to do that with Rebecca. But I wanted to show these parts here because I do edit out any, me going back and forth whenever I die. This is a memo. I'll leave it up on the screen for you guys, but it's typical Resident Evil memo bullshit. Nothing really too important about it. It's the tech guy, whatever, talking about garbage or whatever. And Rebecca's probably terrified, but I think it's kind of funny that you can stay in an elevator, but because Capcom didn't want to, because if a zombie enters the elevator and then we activate it, the zombie would go with us, and it would probably cause glitches or something, and they didn't feel like animating it, or I don't know what the deal is, but it's a nice trick to use, especially on hard mode when you're trying to conserve ammo. And then I switched to Rebecca like I was supposed to, and we're going to get her into the gondola. But I do show where I die here, because I was so pissed, and I'm going to explain the emotions going through me. I don't know what I'm... Oh yeah, the zombie is supposed to be where the other zombie is. They were sandwiching me, and there's no way Rebecca in this tight space would have got past that zombie without taking unnecessary damage. She's already in caution, I think. I don't know if I healed her. I honestly don't care about this game. But anyway, it just takes a few seconds, and the zombie will move over where he's supposed to be. And then we use the gondola here. And we're getting close to the death here. and I'm just going to explain the emotions because this has not been a fun experience for me. Like and subscribe, guys, for God's sake, please. Just out of pity. I'm going to take a drag here. I need it. So in this room, this is actually not even a really difficult. After you beat the tyrant, it's pretty smooth sailing. I don't know why I struggled so much. I think because I was just exhausted, and I put this off. This was supposed to be up like days ago, but like a whole day ago. Actually, not days, but. And now Rebecca's gonna let Billy in by making a path on this bridge here. Lurkers are big frogs, and they have an instant death attack. They are the least intimidating looking enemy in this game. They're basically giant frogs, but they have an instant death attack, and they're the scariest enemy in this game, besides the final boss. Make sure you grab these acid rounds. You're going to need them for the final boss. And I think I hear my voice. I'm pretty sure I hear my voice. I can hear my voice, guys. Okay, so the microphone that I was recording this, but I did not have a microphone. These headphones I used have a microphone, so you're going to hear my voice. That's kind of creepy. I wasted some handgun bullets on this plague crawler. Not supposed to use handgun bullets. So you're going to hear me kind of talking in the clip. I didn't realize that these headphones have a microphone on them. These were cheap headphones that I used while I was playing the game, but apparently I can hear my voice. So every time I talk to myself while I play games. So you're going to probably hear me freak the fuck out. Interesting. But I was screaming and stuff, and apparently the headphones that I used didn't pick that up because you guys would have heard me screaming by now. So it only picked up some of my audio cues. So sometimes I'll be talking, but you'll hear my voice at the same time. This is really weird. I'm not going to do this very often like this. Very bizarre. I didn't know that the microphone was on those cheap headphones. So all the embarrassing little things I said are in here. But it's not picking up like my screaming, because like, or my frustrations too much. It doesn't seem, but the microphone was definitely on, which is really awkward. So anyway, I'm going to climb down these stairs and pick up the... Yep, I just heard me. I just said something. The microphone didn't pick me up too well, but if I had known that, I wouldn't have used these headphones. But there's nothing here, and now we're going to switch to Billy, and here's the death that is about to happen. Watch this. This is how bullshit this game is. This game is bullshit. It's a piece of shit game. So watch what happens here. And I had to do this whole thing that you just saw over again, which is why I saved after I fought the tyrant, because I had a feeling I was going to die again, and I'm so glad I did it. And once again, I'm just trying to pick up this ink ribbon, I think. I didn't mean to leave it there. I don't know what I was thinking. Who knows? Who knows? So watch this. Watch this BS. I hope the audio didn't pick up my screaming when this thing killed me. I really hope. I was thinking about picking up those herbs, but my poor item management prevented that, but it didn't matter because watch this. Do you see that? And you can kind of hear me in the background saying this is nonsense. I guess I didn't scream as much as I thought I did. I was probably too tired to scream. But you can hear me in the background saying this is nonsense. So anyway, we jump cut here. I thought I screamed there, but I was pretty pissed. I think I was so angry that I couldn't scream anymore. So I edited me doing all that crap again. So this is the same area where Billy just died by the lurker, but there's nothing worse than not saving for a while and being insta-killed by a giant frog. I thought I screamed there, but I didn't. And that lurker also killed me again with Rebecca, but I don't have that here. I didn't record that. So I did the smart thing and just climbed back up the ladder again. It's basic, but this is a good chance to look at a lurker. They're just giant frogs, and it's random. They don't always show up. So I got lucky that time and did the smart thing rather than try to just run from it. I should just did that in the first place. And again, I am sorry for all the edit cuts, and I was not aware that these headphones recorded some of my audio, but it doesn't seem to be catching everything. But you could hear me say this is nonsense in there. So it wasn't as dramatic as I remembered. Pick up these handgun bullets and all that good stuff. And I finally got to this point, and I felt such a sigh of relief. Just getting this far on hard mode, I was so excited. Pissed and excited, because I never thought I'd beat this. I'm sure I'm going to get a terrible rank, but I don't care. Just beating this on hard mode is enough for me. So I can start live streaming and getting this party going here.
Come on.
Okay.
Now once you boost Rebecca up, the plague crawlers are going to break out of their containment because it's Resident Evil. What do you fucking expect? And the goal all along was to get that forklift we saw in an earlier episode operational. But the game designers actually made a shortcut. So run over to the left and they can't hit you. I'm using the same strategy I used on those zombies earlier, just a few minutes ago. If you go into this little square here, they can't attack you. But just for safety's sake, I went upstairs with Billy. And I took out my shotgun because I need the handgun bullets more to deal with the Queen Leech.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
So I just brought big badass Billy down there with his big shotgun and took out the plague crawlers. I think that's what they're called. Giant New York cockroaches, basically. And I decided to do the smart thing and give her that ammo, giving me 150, which is way more than I need for the Queen Leech. So I definitely did good with the handgun count here. It's going to be a slow final boss fight, but I'll get through it somehow. This game is going to be probably the biggest hurdle. But once I beat this, I mean, it's Resident Evil Remake, one of my favorite games. And then Resident Evil Code Veronica, Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6, and 7. I don't have access to Resident Evil 1 original. I don't have access to Resident Evil 2 or Nemesis. I would have loved to play Nemesis on here, but I have them, but I don't have the ability to record them. So basically, I took care of those plague crawlers. And I'm talking to myself again. You guys can probably hear me. That was from my original recording. I didn't realize my mic was on. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm kind of embarrassed because I talk to myself while I play games, even if I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Especially when I'm frustrated. So I don't know what I'm saying here because the headphones I'm currently using with the microphone, one speaker is not working. So it's going to be kind of weird hearing me talk and then hearing me talk again. I apologize, but the rest of the video won't be like this. I mean, the rest of the series won't be like this. It's really early in the morning here. I should be sleeping, but I wanted to get this done.
Let's go.
Okay.
So basically what I'm doing here is I'm creating a safety save. The final boss will probably kill me several thousand times, so this is the most important save of the game. Very important. Because if you don't know the final boss is coming up and you die, you're going to really hate your life. But before I do the safety save, we have to of course solve the puzzle. The forklift. A lurker can show up in the area where the forklift is, but it's very rare. I've never even seen it once. And I've only played this game about 4 times. Because I hate it so, but we're plowing through it anyway. I'm going to beat this game despite itself. Despite the fact that it doesn't want to be beaten. This is the hardest game I've played in a long time. So we're going to go all the way back here. But this path we're taking is very good because it's like a safety path. Basically, what happens is there's no enemies. So instead of going where the Leechman is and all the other zombies, we can just take this kind of back route. I'm glad Capcom made that, so you don't have to go through the nightmare. And this area here can contain a lurker, so be careful. It's rare, I've never seen it, but apparently I've heard that a lurker can show up there. So make sure you combine the battery acid with the actual battery. You combine the red and blue chemical, I think it's a blue chemical, in those tubes in Rebecca's little kit. This is not a walkthrough or a strategy guide here. I'm just doing this for you guys' entertainment. I'm not good enough at this game to make one of those, but
I'll go.
Okay.
what I did here was,
Let's go.
Okay.
in case the lurker did show up, what I did was leave Billy on the crate and just have Rebecca call him when she gets to the door. It's much safer because while he's running to catch up to her, the lurker could show up and eat him, and you're going to hate yourself. I mean, you could escape through the door maybe, but still risky. Make sure Billy is the one who has that key card. Don't give it to Rebecca, because the safety save only works if he has the card key, basically. There's no reason why Billy shouldn't be the one who has it. And basically, the rest of this is just me running back to save the game. I am amazed I made it this far, though, to be honest. I never expected to beat this on hard mode. Some people will laugh at me when I get my horrible score and, oh, you're a noob, but no one can take the joy from me that I was able to beat this game on hard mode. It's something I never thought I could accomplish, so I'm proud of myself, despite what haters may say about it. I mean, was this a train wreck? Absolutely. Just like in the beginning of the game, we were in a train wreck. Alright, sorry about the noise. Alright, so now we're going to make the safety save now that we have the battery acid. The card key. God, what's wrong with me? And this part had me the most intense, even more than a tyrant fight, because I'm sending Rebecca by herself.
Okay.
There's no enemies on our path, and I took the wrong door because I was so disoriented and exhausted. Like, you guys are only seeing 30 minutes of footage, but I played this for hours. And it took forever to get to this point. No, I went the right way. I went the right way. Okay. So we're going to squeeze through here. Those zombies aren't too much of a problem. They're just chilling. Now this is the part that had me terrified. I just knew a lurker was going to come out and eat Rebecca, because it happened before. I don't have that footage, but a lurker came out and ate Rebecca right on the bridge that she's about to get on, because I was trying to get those herbs. Which is why they're not there now, by the way. Sorry about all the edit cuts, guys, but this was a messy episode, the most messy episode of all of them, and it's a miracle I even got this up, so for the 2 people watching, thank you. It's probably about the amount of views I'll get. I'm grabbing my ink ribbon. I meant to leave it in the other room, but like I said, I was disoriented, so. And again, I do apologize again. I know I'm repeating myself, but I feel awful that the original is still in there to a degree. I mean, you can't hear everything I said, but I didn't know that there was a microphone on those cheap-ass headphones that would actually work on a PS4. So, I didn't know. Alright, so I'm just basically making a safety save here. And in the next episode, we will be fighting the final boss, which is the toughest part here. And again, a lurker can show up here. Those frogs are trolls. I don't know what the percentages are. I don't know if it's based on difficulty. Sometimes you'll never see them, and sometimes they show up every time. So it's a gamble. RNG based. And anything RNG based is never good in a game like this, in my opinion. When there's random chances in a game like this where an enemy can insta-kill you with his tongue. I mean, it's a giant frog that eats people. It's almost like an oxymoron or something. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry about the messy episode, but we're getting through this game, and all we have to do is beat the final boss, which will be up soon. So, Godspeed. Thank you for watching. I do a little victory dance here with Rebecca, so you're going to see her twirling around. That was my victory dance for getting this far in this game. So enjoy her victory dance, and I'll see you in the next episode.